The courtroom drama surrounding Katt Williams. Electrifying, to say the least. But just when we thought things couldn't get any crazier, bam, a brand new leaked video hits the internet and everyone is talking. Fans, critics, even Hollywood. Insiders are all screaming, this is the moment that changes everything. The video. Grainy, but just clear enough to spot faces allegedly filmed inside the trial itself. How it got out, nobody knows. But what we do know is that it's already gone viral across Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Hashtags like #FreeKatt and #KattTrialLeak are trending harder than your aunt's Facebook rants. For years, Katt Williams has been claiming that Hollywood's elites have been trying to shut him down. Well, this exclusive footage has thrown gasoline on that fire. And now, the question is Katt the victim of a setup? Or is this just another smoke and mirrors distraction? From the real story, to really understand the magnitude of this leak, we need to roll back to the start of Katt Williams' never-ending legal circus. From the get-go, this trial has been a mess. And we're talking about a guy who's never played by Hollywood's. Rulesies called out the studios, blasted his fellow celebrities, and exposed every shady deal in the game. His bluntness has earned him a fan base that worships him, and enemies that are all too happy to see him fall. So, Katt Williams shows up in court facing some serious accusations. And what happens next? Oh, just the entire justice system. He's been slamming for years, finally coming for him. But hey, this isn't his first rodeo with the law. From assault charges to bizarre incidents that left fans scratching their heads half concerned. Half-entertained Katt has been in and out of legal trouble more times than we can count. But this trial, oh honey, this one is different. The stakes, way higher. The accusations, much heavier. And now, with that leaked footage spreading like wildfire across the internet. The whole case is spiraling into uncharted territory now. Let's talk about that video. People are shook. Unlike the usually tight-lipped court footage, this clip looks like it was filmed from some sneaky, hidden angle. It shows Katt Williams in the middle of a heated exchange, not just with the prosecutors, but with someone off camera. Social media sleuths are claiming the voice in the background belongs to a big-shot industry figure. Though, of course, no one's confirming anything. Cue endless conspiracy theories. Inside the courtroom, things got spicy fast. The defense immediately argued that the video was proof that Katt was being unfairly targeted, suggesting the mystery figure was part of some bigger conspiracy. The prosecutors, well, they called it a doctored piece of trash, dismissing it as a stunt to sway public opinion. But guess what? The damage was done. Jurors were exchanging looks like they were on a reality show. Reporters were rushing out with their phones ready to file the breaking stories. And even the judge couldn't hide the shock on his face when the footage came up. Meanwhile, outside the courthouse, chaos. Total chaos. Supporters of Katt Williams were out in full force, waving signs that screamed, "Free Katt! Expose the truth!" Meanwhile, the critics were shaking their heads, saying the leak was nothing but a bunch of smoke and mirrors. Naturally, this led to full-on chaos, with heated arguments breaking out between the two sides. And of course, news helicopters hovered overhead, capturing the madness as police struggled to control the crowds below. For Katt Williams, die-hard fans, the leaked video wasn't just a random clip, which was confirmation of everything he's been saying for years. In interviews and stand-up specials, Katt has always suggested that Hollywood is ruled by some secretive inner circle of powerful figures, pulling strings behind the scenes and punishing anyone brave enough to speak out. So, this leaked clip, with its mysterious background voice, is being hailed as the smoking gun proof that these hidden forces are real. They've been trying to silence Katt for years, one viral tweet proclaimed. And now we've got the receipts. All plot twist not, everyone's buying into it. Skeptics quickly pointed out that the video popped up out of nowhere, uploaded anonymously, and could easily have been edited. Some even suggested that Katt Williams or his team might have leaked it intentionally to stir up some public sympathy. One critic bluntly declared on a podcast, "This is theater." And let's be honest, Katt Williams is the king of drama. No matter where you stand, the drama is undeniable. The courtroom is now under more scrutiny than it's ever been. The jury, shaking in their boots more than ever. The media, running wild. From CNN to TMZ, the leak is their headline of the day, and YouTube channels. They're pumping out reaction videos like they're getting paid per view. It's clear this trial is no longer just about the case. It's all about what comes. Next, the big question is the system hiding something far more sinister? As for Katt Williams, he's mostly stayed quiet, but the way he held himself in court, it said everything. Rocking a sharp suit, leaning back in his chair, calm but unshaken as the madness unfolded. Some say it was the face of a man who knows his time is about to come, while others argue it was the sly smile of a showman who knows exactly how to keep the cameras pointed at him. One thing's for sure, this leaked video has flipped the script on Katt's trial. Now, we're all left wondering, will it be his savior or his final nail in the coffin? Sure, this video has put Katt back in the public eye, but this isn't the first time he's been entangled in controversy. If we're going to understand why the internet is losing its mind over this clip, we need to rewind and remember the chaos that is Katt Williams versus ... Well, pretty much everyone. His career has always been this wild balancing act between genius and total chaos. On stage, he's the storytelling king, blending comedy with brutal social truths. But off stage, that's when the headlines start piling up, not always the good kind. From strange arrests to bizarre altercations, Katt's life has been a never-ending spectacle. Katt Williams has been in and out of courtrooms so often that some fans joke he should be starred in his own legal sitcom. But beneath all the memes and tabloid gossip, there is a darker story lurking. For years, Katt has insisted he's been targeted just for speaking the truths that Hollywood doesn't want out there. Let's take it back to the mid-2000s, when Katt was living the dream, starring in box office hits like Friday After, Next, and selling out arenas with his electric stand-up specials. But, of course, success came with a cost. In 2006, the man found himself arrested at lax after, surprise, a gun was allegedly found in his briefcase. He, of course, claimed he had no idea how it got there. Flash forward a few years, and the bizarre incidents just kept following him around. Fights with fans, clashes with neighbors, scuffles with security. Every time the media painted him as unstable, but Katt kept insisting it was all part of a setup. Eventually, the pattern was hard to ignore. In 2016 alone, the man got arrested multiple times. One particularly wild incident involving a fight with a teenager at a soccer game went viral. Memes flooded the internet, but it also brought him some real legal drama. You really think a millionaire comedian is going to throw hands with a kid in a field? Katt later said in an interview, "You think that just happens by accident? No, sir. That's a setup." Whether or not you buy into his explanation, these constant clashes helped build his narrative. Powerful forces were working overtime to ruin his career. And now, with that leaked trial footage going viral, those old claims are making a comeback. Fans are connecting the dots, piecing together timelines, and suggesting there's been a bigger conspiracy at play. They've been gunning for him since 2006. One Twitter thread with over 50,000 likes claimed, and this video is the proof. Conspiracy theories aside, the truth is this: Katt's public image has always been a battle between chaos and control. What makes this current trial so different is the weight of the accusations. Unlike his past controversies and bizarre headlines, these charges could actually land him in serious trouble. Prison time. Yeah, that's why this leaked video is such a game changer. If it actually exposes any interference from powerful outsiders, we could be looking at a full-on courtroom disaster. Not just for Katt Williams, but for the entire justice system. And guess what? The fallout has already begun. Industry insiders are reportedly losing sleep. Wondering what other skeletons might come crawling out of the closet next? Word on the street, there's more footage on the way videos that could drop big names in Hollywood. People who've been quietly pulling the strings behind the scenes, just waiting for the perfect moment to be exposed. This is way bigger than just Katt at this point. One anonymous entertainment lawyer told a blog, if these leaks keep coming, careers will be destroyed. Deals will be canceled and lawsuits will fly faster than you can say settlement. Meanwhile, comedians are coming out of the woodwork to show support for Katt. Dave Chappelle, who's also had his own complicated relationship with Hollywood, allegedly told friends that Katt's situation felt all too familiar. But then there's Kevin Hart, who's had some serious beef with Katt in the past. He's staying quiet, fueling all sorts of rumors that rivalries might be playing a role in this. The comedy world is officially divided. Some see Katt as a hero, the rebel fighting for truth against the system, while others are quietly distancing themselves, hoping to avoid being dragged into this chaotic mess. And let's not forget about the fans. For them, Katt Williams isn't just some funny guy with a mic. It's the voice of truth, exposing the system for what it really is. Comedy has always tackled uncomfortable themes: race, class, corruption, and power. Issues that hit home for so many people who feel like they're stuck in a rigged game. So when that video dropped, it wasn't just about courtroom drama. It was like a bombshell confirming that Katt had been right all along. But of course, skeptics are still out there. Legal experts, TV pundits, and YouTube law channels are warning the public not to jump to conclusions. Leaks like this are rarely the full story. One legal analyst said on CNN, "Courts deal with facts, not viral rumors." Well, maybe, but in the age of the internet, those rumors are louder than ever, authenticated and admitted into evidence. Please, right now the only thing louder than facts is the noise swirling around Katt Williams. And let's be real, when it comes to the internet, noise can drown out just about anything. The real story here is about control of narrative, control of image, control of truth. For years, Hollywood has been accused of sweeping uncomfortable truths under the rug, while amplifying every scandal to keep the masses distracted. Katt Williams. He's become the poster child for fighting back heaven if it means sacrificing his reputation along the way. Whether that leaked video is real or just an elaborate stunt, plays right into that story. It paints him as the ultimate underdog, the rebel standing tall against a corrupt system. And in America, audiences love a good underdog story. But as much as the public's opinion is buzzing, it won't decide the verdict. The jury, they're now under more scrutiny than ever, and their decision isn't just about Katt's future. It could set a precedent for whether leaked footage becomes the next weapon of choice in high-profile trials. For now, one thing's crystal clear: the Katt Williams trial has crossed the line from celebrity courtroom drama into full-blown cultural phenomenon. What started as just another legal mess has turned into a national referendum on truth, power, and who really holds the pen when it comes to writing the story. And with rumors of more leaks on the horizon, the chaos is just getting started too. Really understand why this trial footage has hit the culture so hard. We need to step back and look at Katt Williams' entire journey. Because he's not just a comedian with a string of legal issues, he's a man whose career has been defined by an endless tug-of-war between greatness and controversy, loyalty and betrayal, freedom and control. Born Micah Sierra Williams in Cincinnati, Ohio, Katt grew up in a world that demanded both toughness and creativity. From a young age, he showed a knack for words, humor, and a razor-sharp eye for observation. By his teenage years, Katt Williams had already packed up and left home, hopping from city to city, hustling his way through the comedy scene. That raw, Independence forged the no-holds-barred, unapologetic comedy style fans know and love today. His big break came in the early 2000s with his appearances on Bet Comic View. But it was his role as Money Mike in Friday After Next 2002 that made him a household name. From there, Katt's career launched into the stratosphere. His stand-up specials Pimp Chronicles PT1 2006, It's Pimpin' and Pimpin' 2008, and a slew of others solidified him as one of the sharpest, most fearless voices in comedy. But here's the thing, Katt Williams wasn't just telling jokes. He was delivering brutal cultural critiques, wrapped in the kind of hilarious storytelling that left audiences rolling in the aisles. His stage presence was magnetic, his suits as flashy as his one-liners, and his quotes became legendary. But the very things that made Katt such an electrifying force in comedy, the raw honesty, the refusal to stay quiet, the willingness to call out corruption, painted a target on his back, while his peers were playing it safe. Climbing Hollywood's ladder with family-friendly roles and keeping their lips sealed about the industry's dirty little secrets, Katt doubled down on being the rebel. He wasn't afraid to call out shady executives, fake friendships, and the systemic exploitation in the entertainment world. And that's where things started to get messy. From 2006 through the mid-2010s, Katt was arrested over a dozen times. Weapons, possession, assault, theft, child endangerment, the charges were all over the place. Most of the cases were dropped or resulted in minor sentences, but the headlines, they told a different story. Katt Williams was portrayed as the out-of-control maniac. Yet every time he hit the stage, the chaos seemed to disappear. His comedy was sharp as a razor, his delivery electric, and his insights cut through the noise in a way that made people uncomfortable. Fans didn't see a criminal. They saw a truth-teller wrapped in a comedic genius. They saw a man fighting forces way bigger than himself. For them, the arrests and scandals weren't evidence of guilt. They were proof that Katt Williams was too real for an industry built on smoke and mirrors. And that's exactly why this trial feels like the climax of his entire saga. The leaked footage, it's not just some viral clip, it's become the symbol of Katt's entire journey. Once again, he's in a courtroom facing accusations that could obliterate his career. And once again, the public split right down the middle. Some are convinced he's spiraling out of control, while others swear he's the target of a bigger agenda because he's speaking truth to power. But here's the thing, though, stakes have never been higher. Katt Williams is no longer that rising star of the early 2000s. He's a seasoned veteran, a household name, and a cultural icon with decades of influence. If the verdict goes against him, this could be the final nail in the coffin of his career. Hollywood's got zero tolerance for repeat offenders. And after this, networks, studios, and streaming platforms may steer clear of him for good. But if he beats the charges, especially after that leaked video hinting at foul play, could walk out of this mess stronger than ever. His image as the rebel truth-teller would be more iconic than any comedy special. Fans would rally behind him like never before, and he could completely flip the script on his career, living life on his own terms, free from Hollywood's grip. In fact, some insiders are already speculating that if Katt Williams survives this trial, he might ditch the traditional industry altogether. Think self-produced specials, direct-to-audience platforms, and partnerships that don't rely on Hollywood's red tape. Essentially, a victory in court could transform him from an embattled comedian into a full-blown revolutionary. But there's another layer to this whole saga. A more human side that gets lost in the memes and headlines. Katt Williams is a fava man in his early 50s who's been living under the microscope for decades. The toll of constant legal battles, financial struggles, and relentless public scrutiny. It's not something that can just be brushed off. Those closest to him fear that even if he wins this case, the emotional scars might run deep. And the psychological damage could be far more lasting than anyone realizes. But if there's one thing Katt Williams has shown us, it's that he's a fighter. He's been knocked down more times than most entertainers could even handle. And yet, somehow, he always rises, coming back sharper, funnier, and more determined than ever. His fans, they don't just love his comedy, they love his spirit. They see themselves in his battles, in his refusal to be silenced, and in his relentless drive to speak the truth, no matter the cost. And maybe that's why this leaked video hits so hard. Because at the heart of it, it's not just a courtroom drama. It's the story of a man up against a system of truth clashing with narrative, of freedom versus control. Whether you believe Katt Williams is guilty or innocent, his journey holds up a mirror to something much larger, a reflection of the entertainment industry and the broader world we live in. As the jury deliberates and more leaks threaten to shake everything to its core, one question looms over it all. Is this the end of Katt Williams' career? Or is this just the beginning of his greatest comeback?